If you were here last week, you will have seen me work crazy amount of hours to prepare for us selling Roadside for Mother's Day, along with a whole heap of orders. And you can probably hear in my voice, I ended up making myself sick because I just work for hours and hours and hours, and it happens every year. But this week, what I'm going to do is show you how we actually sell Roadside, and I'll talk you through what materials we take down, how we do our stand, and generally how the day goes. So we're getting ready for Roadside. We're packing up, partway through the orders. So all of this and all of this needs to go down Roadside. They will all go in here now. We'll just pack as many as we can. We fit 3 in per crate, and that will just be a whole bundle, and then we've got more crates up the back. Any vehicle will work for this, but you just need to make sure you fit your tables in, and you really need to get them in first. Your marquee, really it's good to have one just as a backup if something happens, and sandbags or something to weigh the marquee down with. Well, that wasn't very smooth.
Yeah, no, it was very struggle.
So on top of this, I'll talk you all through it once we get down there. On top of this, you also need some way of taking payment. So whether you're going to use cash, which I'm grabbing now because I went and got some money changed. I've lost my handbag. Some money changed into smaller notes. So you'll need a kitty, like a assortment of notes that you can give as change. And you will also need, if you want to accept card payments, you will need a card reader. Now, we would lose 50% of sales if we didn't have a card reader, so strongly recommend it. We use the Square card reader. Okay, so I've got a wad of 5s, put a couple of 20s in there. Rowan's just left. So what we try to do is he will leave first, and it takes half an hour for him to get there. So he'll get in there, and then I'll just wait till he's been there and set up, so about 15 minutes. And then I will leave, because it just gives him a chance, if he's forgotten anything, to say, hey, can you grab blah, 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 and bring it in. So I've got about 45 minutes to an hour up my sleeve. I'm going to go edit some photos, because I've just taken new stock photos for Mother's Day next year. And that's something to keep in mind. While you've got all these flowers, make sure you get your photos. And if you can, get the professional shots ready for your website or however you're advertising. Got everything ready for next year. You can advertise early. You don't have to wait for flowers or make bouquets as samples for next year. So I've done that. I'm going to go edit them, make sure the photos I've got are good to go before I go and deliver the rest of these arrangements, because I may need them for more photos. This was one of the samples. We've got a few things left. I have to take those big ones over the back there down. We've got the 55s left. The deliveries are just scattered everywhere. And then some more 35s. Our goal this afternoon really is to try to sell as much as we can, because the more we sell today, the less pressure there is on us to sell tomorrow. But what I've also done is, it's Friday, so it's 1 o'clock on Friday. I've closed off the delivery option for today. So this is my last run into town now, and I don't really want anyone choosing that option and thinking that they're going to get delivery at 6 o'clock tonight, because if it's on your website, as ridiculous as it might sound to us, people will choose it. So that's been taken off. I've also got a pop-up, and I can't see. I've also got a pop-up which basically just says Friday deliveries are closed, Saturday and Sunday still available. If the listings are sold out, we've sold out. Just so it cuts down on phone calls, because if something isn't working on the website and they just can't click it, people will ring me. And as much as I love talking to people, if you know me, you know me, I don't have time to keep answering phone calls about this. So that's what I've done. I've got one more delivery to do now in Yak. I left this one to last because it's easy. And then I'm going to go back in tomorrow and I just ring him and see if he wants some more flowers or not.
Thank you.
I've got your stuff. Do you want extra?
Hello.
It's day 2. So we're out early, packing the van. Rono will head off first and then I'll head off second. Let's have a look what he's got. Morning.
Morning.
Okay, so this is what we got. All the deliveries. And then over here. That was better.
Yeah, because I can
You pre-unlatched it. I can't see through it. Love you. I'll see you about 10. Mwah. Is he going to wind his window down or what? I'm standing here like an idiot. All the people in the street are wondering what I'm doing. What? He's not going to. What a Rudy duty. Seriously. Now I need to go and get ready, and then I've got to get orders ready. I need to print a couple of extras that have come through. I have one spare made, but I didn't make enough spares, so gotta go do that. We will just kind of take it a bit easier this morning and then head down around 10ish, and then I'll do some more filming and take some photos. See you then. I have to race down because he's sold out. Which is good, but I haven't got any of my photos or anything. I was gonna go down and get it. I didn't expect people to be so on top of it today. Like it's 7 a.m. people are there to buy flowers again. How's it going?
It's going well.
So I've unpacked, and as we're unpacking, more have just sold. So there's another. Oh, I didn't check if the prices. I didn't check if the price tags were left on those bouquets. Should I go and check with her?
Oh, yeah.
Did you just have an influx of people?
Yeah.
Really early. They
Yes.
knew we were coming. That's why probably.
Probably.
Did they say?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, they were saying that, oh, it's convenient.
Yeah, I know, that's what I think, because you don't have to go into a shop. Well, I came down to get a nice shot of everything. We had about 50 bouquets, which is great that they're not here, but not great for my pictures, is it? Anyways, another customer. What did that guy buy?
Flowers.
We know that. What flowers?
Oh, natives.
Oh, interesting. Was it a 55 or 35?
35, but it was just native. Like, Roja didn't have flowers, it was Yackandandah and gum leaves.
Sometimes I wonder about guys' hair.
Well, it's whatever they like. If it's like, I mean, they make them happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel happy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Do you feel hungry?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go get some food?
That would be good.
What do you feel like?
Mexican food.
It's going to be a bit hard.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go to the supermarket and get you a banana?
I have one in my pocket.
Oh, good. Well, let's finish these photos and then I'll go do a foodie run. I was going to put the drone up, but it's very windy. So I don't really want it to blow out of the sky. So let's do this while there's no one here. This is the very simple setup. You have your marquee. Make sure you've got it secured. We don't have one on this pole, but there's sandbags on all other poles because it will blow away. And then you've got some tables. He's supposed to have tablecloths on it to make it look nice, but most men don't care about it looking pretty, and mine does not care. So that was the first thing I noticed when I got here. Where's the tablecloth? Normally we would have a pretty tablecloth, but today we don't. And then we just place things. I'll insert a picture from last year of the setup, and that's how it looks, you know, when we first get there. It'll look like that for maybe 3-4 hours, and then things just sort of are getting sold out, and we have to sort of condense the stand. These crates we use to transport flowers, so we'll put 3 bunches in each, but it also helps save space in the van because it's part of our display when we get here. And then try and remember to bring a chair. We forgot. Good idea to have a power bank, because if your phone goes flat, you can't take the EFTPOS payments. And we're right near grass. It's really easy for us to dispose of water. But if you're somewhere where you can't dispose of the water, or you're not allowed to, you're going to have probably lidded buckets, big lidded buckets to bring it home in. And then we just stack, as we're finishing up, we're just stacking buckets in here. The tags go here. We've got our sign, but it's really windy, so we haven't put it up. We do have our flag out on the road there. Well, not on the road, right near the road. And then Moroni, on him, he's got his money. So where do you put the money? Just in your pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we used to have a tin, but it's safer just to have it on him. And then show them the little square card reader. And then people can take their EFTPOS payments with this. It connects to your phone. But Square has since come out with the ability to just tap directly. So they can either tap their card or their phone straight onto your phone. I don't know how it works. I just know that you've got to set it up and give permission for stuff. But it works. And that's really it. So you don't really need huge amounts of stuff to sell flowers, because it's the flowers themselves that look pretty, not so much the stand. But we do recommend definitely getting a marquee, because if it's raining or really sunny, you do need to protect the flowers a little bit. Mm-hmm. You don't use the sides very often though, do you?
No, not right now, because you put the sides and it's windy, will blow away.
Yeah, they're just kind of a hassle to us.
Park here.
Oh, I'm going to move the car then. Moroni's just pointed out that I've parked my car here and it's blocking the view of people coming down the road, which it is. So I'm going to move. I'm going to go get food. Is there anything else you can think of for people that need to try selling roadside or markets? What else they might need? Signage.
Permit.
Oh yeah,
council.
Yeah, true. Make sure you got your permits. I mean, at a basic level, if you don't want to spend too much money, you don't need much.
I think it's also a place like here that people can park safely.
Yeah, somewhere safe to park.
Because I mean, people want to park here because it's easy for them. They can park over there, they can park over here, they can park here on the side, and it's easy and quick for them. Yeah.
If you're at markets, I mean, you're going to have to contact the market and set all that up. They'll talk you through their requirements. Other big thing is you need public liability insurance, so make sure you've got that as well. Anyway, I'm going to do a food run. What do you want for food?
Mexican food.
But I can't get Mexican food.
Okay, hamburger.
From Macca's?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
But my car looks a bit cleaner because it rained on it, so that was good. Don't look.
Price are 35 in the ones at the bottom. 55 here.
I'm just sitting in the car in stealth mode. Okay, it's rush hour now. I'm going. But it looks nice now because the sun's shining. I'll just drive past these peeps like I are in the joint. Detour! We found a cute little market! It's at the church.
Look, go, Mum.
That was a little bit chaotic. They had an interesting system for buying a sausage in bread. Show us the snag in bread, James. You see that food he's got right there? Some of you won't know about this. Let me just...
No.
Oh, sorry about that. This is our Australian cuisine. It's a sausage in bread with sauce. We love it. And when we have to go and vote, we call these the democratic sausages because you get one when you go and vote. I mean, we're obsessed with them. Anyway, I bought these, look, to do what are they called? Banana splits, and a little box. So anyway, I've had a good time. You're in drive mode now. Do you want to go for a drive-by past some other florists and see what's happening? We're about to go past a florist. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I have to actually stop the car to film, like to hold the camera. We've got new laws in Australia. You are not allowed to touch your phone while you're driving. And there's actually cameras mounted up. I don't even know where they have them, off poles, I guess, off traffic lights and things. And they're photographing people like through their front windows. And if you get caught with a phone in your hand, I'll put it up on the screen. I can't remember the fine, but that's what's going to happen. Okay, let's see. She's got balloons to attract people. That was a good idea. There's someone walking out with flowers. So she's up and operating. She's really nice. Now there's another little florist down the lane back there. Now I've gone past it. You can't see it from the road though, so there's probably no point me sussing them out. All right, I'm gonna go past one of the really big florists now. I stopped over. I have been wanting a gluten-free sausage roll for like 10 days. And every time I come to the gluten-free cafe, they're either closed or they haven't got any, like they're all cold. And I even went there the other day and I'm like, do you have any gluten-free sausage rolls? And they're like, oh, we do. And they were going to give me a cold one. I'm like, no, I need a hot one. And they said, oh, we haven't put them on yet. And I said, oh, do you think you'll have them on in time for lunch? And they're just like, oh, if we remember. I feel like that's like the worst customer service. Anyway, I'm annoyed again. I don't think I'll bother coming back now. We're at the next location. So this florist is a big one. They've got, they had 3 locations. I think they might only have 2 now. And they're in kind of a cute spot. And they have a lot of flowers, like lots. Which I think they'll sell because everything will sell on Mother's Day. They wrap everything in white though. That's the only thing, like absolutely everything that they sell is in white wrap, which I think it looks really good. Like aesthetically, it looks so good. The only thing is it does make the bouquets look a little bit smaller because obviously all that negative space is now white. But I do like that it's simple. They only ever have to buy white wrap. I kind of wish that, I mean, I can't think of any other colour that would work with. I think white's the colour. So I can't do that because they're doing it. And I kind of like colour. I kind of feel like with flowers, you frame, it's like framing a picture. You frame it in a frame that complements the painting. And I sort of feel a bit like that with flowers too. You frame it or wrap it in wrap that complements the flowers. So that's it. There's just those 2 florists plus one little one. And then I better go get some food because Morona will be thinking, where's she gone? We're not having KFC. I'm just showing you what the street looks like. I've just got back and we've got 1 bouquet left. So we're done. Was it kind of just chaos today? Like, just so many people?
Yeah.
We could have sold 3 times as much, probably.
But still not too much people.
No, there's still not even that much traffic, and we've sold out that fast.
Yeah.
It's 11:30. I am sure I'm going to get people ringing me and saying, where are you?
Hey, you can't see past car because...
We're home. Good, we completely sold out. This one, someone rang me, they wanted it. So I'm just going to drop that off to them. What I did do though with those last few bouquets, my assumption is when there's like 4 left like that, I feel like they were probably the 4 most unattractive bouquets of the day. So I always have some extra bits and pieces to rewrap. So what I did was I took, these off and I rewrapped in the pretty paper, put ribbons on them, and I just make them way more appealing for the end of the day. And as soon as I did that, because we'd had a couple of people come look and say, no, that's not really what we're looking for. As soon as I rewrapped, exact same flowers, there was no question. They grab a bunch and they go. So there's another little tip. Just have a couple of extra pieces of wrap and some ribbons. I'll show you something else that we do, but I left it at home. But what you can do is add little cute things into the bouquets. So the idea was, let's just pretend this is a bouquet. Well, it is a bouquet, but let's just pretend it's one of the leftover roadside bouquets. We're having trouble moving it. If you pop this in, now suddenly it looks cuter. Normally I'd have like 10 of these on hand just for those very last bouquets, just to make sure they move. You want to reduce that friction of where people have to think, do I really want this or not? You want it to be attractive enough that they just walk up, they're like, yep, I'll take that one, or yep, we love them all, it's hard to choose. You know, that's the reaction that you want. So that's kind of what you're going for. The other thing is, I went into one of our major supermarkets and I just did a quick video of their floral department, because what I noticed was they had 2 or 3 times as much stuff as last year. If you watch the video from last year for Mother's Day, I made a comment that it was interesting that the supermarkets didn't seem to spend as much on their floral department for that time. Same with Valentine's, that's just gone. Economically, Australia's things are a bit rough in Australia at the moment. But I did notice they've got heaps and heaps of flowers this year, and they had them wrapped much nicer. And normally we're roadside with slightly more expensive bouquets, but wrapped really nice and, you know, values added. But whereas I noticed this time that supermarket, I don't know, I doubt they're watching us, but they watch the market. They literally have people that watch the market around the country, right? So maybe they've upped their game a little bit. It didn't affect us. We sold just as much. And what people actually tell us is we're so convenient. It's easy. You just drive through. I mean, if you don't want to get out of your car, you don't even have to get out of your car. We'll come to the car. So it went really well. I am doing a Q&A very soon. If you've got questions, pop them in the comments below, comment section. I'm going to put a community post up, or I might already have it up. If there's anything really specific you don't want me to miss it, put your question in there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get all these deliveries done. These are for Yackandandah, near where we live, and a little town called Beechworth. If you want to see how we deliver flowers, I will link the video in the comment section. I've got a video on how to deliver flowers. There's lots of tips about how to do that more effectively and professionally. And see you next week.